Hey Capricorns, welcome back to Deku Tarot. Welcome to your March 2020 reading. We already have a few cards out. We're going to be doing the reading a little bit quicker, a little bit differently than normal. And let's get into a couple quick announcements and then we'll get right into your read here with the Muka Tarot. So I will be not really doing any readings, any personals or on the channel the first half of March. I am getting surgery in early March and I need the time to recover. So I will not be accepting any private readings during that time, and I will not be able to do any readings probably on here until I'm feeling well enough. So if you do want to book a reading for when I'm feeling better, please just email me. And if you're feeling generous, you're feeling like you want to thank me for the work I've done, paying it forward, good karma, my PayPal is below. Feel free to donate. I do appreciate all your donations, and I do thank all of you who have it. I really appreciate those messages. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for all of your support. And special little shout out, and I think I've probably done this before, but a Capricorn out there named Ari made me these really awesome shoes, and they're Zelda. And if you don't know, Deku Tarot comes from my favorite game, my favorite thing like ever, is Wind Waker, Zelda, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. I'm just speaking like Yoda now, but I love it. And that's, Deku are the little forest sprites in it, and that's where it comes from because I'm a forest sprite. But I really like these, and I'm always like afraid to wear them out in public. Well, not like in public, but like in Florida, you never know what the weather is going to be, so I wear them at home because I'm afraid to have it suddenly rain and have them get ruined. But wow, isn't that amazing? So anyways, shout out, this is amazing. I love these so much. I need to relace them, as you can tell right now, because I was just futzing with them the other day. Anyways, thanks so much, Ari. Nice shout out to you. And let's get into your reading, guys. So we have 3 cards out, and it's interesting. Your focus this month, Capricorn, I feel like you've been through a lot. I feel it. We've been through some trials, some tests. I mean, we had so much in our sign in the past year, and we still have so much in your sign, and it has been like it feels like the universe has just been testing you and taking things away and really forcing change in your life here in ways that you might have found uncomfortable, but now you're kind of on top of, you're getting used to it. And I feel this is going to be a really interesting and experimental month for you. I feel that this is a time where you're putting some things to the test, you're putting yourself to the test. You know, if you're able to go for something and have it go well, yeah, then we have a new skill, a new something being established here. Sorry, the moon came first and then the star. And I do feel like this is a search for something deeper, a search for meaning, a search for progression somewhere. But with the moon and the star, it's not very solid or stable. It's very much up in the ethers, in our emotions, in our spiritual self here. It's in the hands of the universe, it feels, or in the hands of something larger, something not so tangible. You know, it feels like we're making some some efforts to experiment, to make, to test something new here in terms of where we want to go. And I think that, this is a time, where if things don't go wrong, and this could be a kind of guess and testing time, some things might not go 100% correctly, but it's a time to look at it and readjust here, to look at the mistakes we've made in the past and correct for the future, to look at the mistakes that we're still making, that hold us back, that stop us from getting to really where we want to go. And it's like seeing things on a deeper level. I don't know, this retrograde puts you in this position of just like being able to see very clearly underwater and all this, now it's not so much based on the clear seeing, but it's more on clear feeling. I feel that there's a problem here. I feel that this isn't right. I feel that I need more of this. And it's kind of like this rejuvenation of your intuition, rejuvenation of your faith, of your hope here. Honestly, there's intuition and faith and hope, and it's all coming to the surface and being really rejuvenated in your life. For something, or for a lot of areas probably for yourself. And the way you're feeling this month is actually really wonderful, very supported, solid. You have a lot of security in your groups, in your money, in your wheelhouse here. You're just feeling really comfortable. You have support. You have the support of friends, of family, of so many people right now. It just feels amazing. You get the 10 of Pentacles being an earth sign. I mean, this is just a really comfortable place to be. This is, I don't have to worry about so many things. And I've got a lot of people backing me right now, and a lot of people that are coming to my aid when I need it, and the support and love and just all the good things right now that you need in order to, like, especially physically, materially. So good food, going out and enjoying good times with people. Wow. First card out, like, popped right up, and I'm not going to ignore that one because it's beautiful. But this is a really abundant month for you in terms of, I don't know, it's like working with the subconscious, working with your intuition, working in a more metaphysical, manifesting with your emotions and dreams and hopes kind of way. It's like you work in this Piscean energy so well. My lovely sea goats, like, it's amazing. And what you're creating is some real change, tangible, physical change. You, much like Sagittarius, are not really being stopped by the retrograde. It's actually helping you. It really is. Seeing exactly where you need to cut things out. Seeing exactly where you need to make some changes. Let's make some big changes here. Let's really look at, you know, what is coming up to be changed. You know, when the Judgment card shows up, life is coming at you and saying, here is change. It's right here at your doorstep. What are you going to do? And with the moon and the star, again, it's like you're working internally to adjust these things within your life, within your belief, within your intuition. And it's like you're feeling your way through this and really putting to bed some long-term, like 10-year. Again, with that 10 of Pentacles, this is like the last decade felt. What do you want to change, and who do you want to be now? You're very supported. You're in a really great place where you are supported through this like weird, esoteric, changing time. There's money, there's abundance, there's physical support for you, and a really solid new beginning. Secure new beginning. The money. If you're looking for the career, if you're looking for a new home, a new place to grow, a new place to build your life. It's all about, you're going to see how you need to make those changes with Judgment, and then, you know, the Knight of Swords here, making some clear-cutting decisions based on what's coming up and asking you to change. It's like, okay, I get it. You want me to stop this? Fine, I'll do it. You want me to cut that person out? No problem. Toxic, cut out. You want me to let that go now? I think I'm finally ready. If you want something new and real, you have got to close out chapters of any type of illusory prince and, you know, Prince Charming coming in to save you, something coming in to save you, something or someone coming back and, you know, finally offering you what you've always wanted. That's not going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not going to happen this month. This month is the time to let those things go and be very realistic, even though you're in this very intangible place, making these intuitive and more emotional decisions about this, more emotional feeling through it. But I do think because of that, you can close out some big chapters. Even if you don't want to, you have to. And I think that there's someone or something that always tugs at you like, I can't let that go. But you have to let that go. Because you've got you just have huge, great things coming in here. You've got to let go of some type of romanticism here and put it to bed. Because new work opportunities and work on yourself is coming in here in huge, huge waves. Don't be afraid to put in the work. Your work is coming through. So I would say, especially if you're dealing with weird romantic situations, feelings right now, people are being weird and it's making you feel weird. Now all these things from your past are coming up. Don't feed into that. If anything, recognize that it's not healthy and that maybe it's been around too long and it's time to let it go. Time to say goodbye, time to go ghost on somebody, on something, and to look at what you've actually learned from the situation rather than what you really wanted to offer. I know, that one kind of hurt. But you're ready for the truth. It wasn't worth it. And I'm sorry that it wasn't worth it, but in terms of what you wanted out of it, but I do think that you've learned a lot and you've grown a lot, and it has prepared you for more realistic expectations and relationships. And yeah, You don't want to move on from this. This is something you've had a really hard time moving on from. Not being able to let go of something and just move on to calmer waters. Don't let something stop you up. That person, that thing that you want to come back to apologize, to make it right, to do this, it's not going to. And I'm sorry that it's not. But don't be tempted down that road in the first place. You have, again, it's like a distraction. Know that it's a distraction. Put on the blinders right now, because change is coming in, and if you let that whole situation blow up again, it will blow up your life and this whole good thing coming in. Don't get distracted by the nonsense, by that person, that relationship, that situation that makes you crazy. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to learn from that. And you might need to look at it again from a different perspective. You're looking, again, I do think with the moon and the star right there and your focuses, you are ready to look at this in a different perspective. You're ready to learn from it, to heal from it, and to make your life better from here on out. Turn your head away from that person, that situation that's drawing you back in right now. It's not worth it. It's the devil. But also, this is your card coming up. Stay on top of it. But recognize when something is not what it appears to be. She might look really attractive and have all this, but she's got her little hoof peeking out and a like devil tail, or like a demon tail here, and bat wings, and she's got fire all around her, so, and horns. So she's not what she's all cracked up to be. This situation, this person, it draws you in and it keeps you tethered, and you have to let go of it. I know that's not usually the thing that happens when you get the card that represents you coming up. It's usually a really positive thing, and it is. You're on top of it, so stay on top of it. If you saw it for what it was at one time, then you know that it's still that now. So don't forget. I would say second chances are not something that you need to be giving right now. No, that March is not the month for that for sure, or maybe any time. Let's pull one more. Wow, and there it is. You need to seek balance. Something and someone that you can give to that gives back equally. This also is, the lower echo of the Justice card. Seeing things, he's holding the little scales right there as he gives money to these people who seem poor, who seem like they need it. Help is there for you. Sustenance is there for you. The offers that you want are there for you. But you do have to put in the effort, and you do have to put in the work in terms of balancing your life out, ignoring the other things. And I think really focusing more towards the building blocks of your life, career, money, sustenance, the way you want your life to look right now. That's what you need to do instead of getting distracted by the things that will come up, especially emotionally for you during this time. You can work through them very positively if you're willing to change your perspective, if you're willing to make the changes and see the truth of something very clearly, whether it puts you in a good light or not. Because we all are responsible at some level for what the situations that we're in, the attachments that we have. And that's not a bad thing. You're an earth sign, you recognize that. And you can definitely work past it. There's really amazing, don't forget that this is here. Don't forget that this is here. And don't forget that, where's the Six of Pentacles? There it is. That this is here as well. A lot of really good pentacle cards in terms of security, in terms of abundance, in terms of the meat and potatoes here of life. Let's pull a romance angel. Religious factors. Interesting. Your love life is influenced by your religious path and upbringing. Interesting. When I get that, but you need to see that somebody's coming from a very different side as you, and they might not, just the differences are too much. Somebody might not have these feelings for you, or might not be able to give you what you want because they're wholly different in how they see relationships, how they experience them, and sometimes those things you just can't reconcile. You need to be able to have some type of base in it. Past life relationship. Oof, you have known each other before. I do think that maybe you've had something to learn from this situation. Maybe you have known this person before, and that's why it's so hard to let it go. But They only, I mean, it doesn't, just because you've known someone in a past life does not mean that you're meant to be together in this life. You come back together to learn lessons that you are meant to learn in this lifetime. So look at what you've learned, what you can grow forward with this. And keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You may thought it was this person because they really attractive, this, and this. But I think that there's somebody much better out there. If you're stuck on a really negative, toxic relationship here, or a toxic life situation that you can't seem to let go of, a job, a living. Ooh, okay. I really want to pull, let me see. Let's pull one from the Lynn V. Andrews deck. The Power deck here. Ooh, okay. I like this card. Dream. This is a really pretty card. Dream. One day you will remember the great dream, and the way will become known to you. You entered into life through the veil of the dream, because your reason for being there must be kept secret from you until you find your way home. You don't know who you are, but one fine day you will remember. It is like creation looking for itself. You are in oneness with all life, though you are not aware of it. You awaken from the dream. Let the Great Mother rest within your spirit. She is the universe. She is the womb of all life. She is the light that shines from your eyes, illuminating your daily dreams. The possibilities you dream of will become your reality. And I think you really needed to hear that, because, I mean, I feel like you can, again, manifest. This is literally these 3 cards, manifesting dreams into reality. The Moon, the Star, the Ten of Pentacles. You're capable of doing that this month, so get into that space. Get into that belief. You're going to be fine. All right, I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful and blessed March. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you so much for everything, guys. Again, my information on readings, and again, I'm not taking any bookings, or I won't be doing any private readings for the first half of March. But if you want to contact me to book one after, my information is below, and the information on readings is also below. You can check my Instagram out for any updates and see what I'm doing over there while I am out. And again, if you want to donate or anything, my PayPal is also below. Thank you so much, guys. Check out the new stuff on Teespring. Use the code RETROFISH, R, capital F, up until March 10th to get 15% off any order. And thank you so much, guys. Namaste.